Hello, everyone. I'm lazy right now. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. So, right now, my eyes look Chinese right now. You want to know why? Because last night was one of those nights that I don't remember falling asleep, being asleep, or waking up. And, I have a right to do videos on my bed if I want to. I paid for it. So, I don't have to sit up or stand up every video. I mean, I'm pretty sure other people can do videos laying down or whatever. Um, that one guy made that comment, and then, yeah, that made me almost want to cry. And then, if you hate somebody's videos, why force yourself to watch them? I mean, of somebody on Instagram shortly before I deleted it told me that that comment almost triggered her too. Um, so now I've been either crying or almost crying a lot within the past week for whatever different reason. Um, so I don't think I got any sleep. I don't remember having any sleep last night, and I probably did have a little, but just don't remember. So this morning, I got up because I don't remember waking up. At close to 6 o'clock in the morning. Um, and it's like I'm feeling that sleep deprived feeling, and I don't even feel human. I don't know if I don't know. It makes me feel like a machine or a zombie to be sleep deprived. It's not a good feeling at all. And I was so sleepy and tired last night, and they vibrated my body really bad last night. And I've even prayed so much, begged God to make it stop. I read the Bible. Um, my heart feels slowed and feels like it's working hard. They're messing with my heart. And I remember in 2017, I had to go to the emergency room, and or was it the regular doctor? And they played all kinds of games. I didn't realize they were all fake perp doctors. And one time the doctor tried to diagnose, read again, all over again. Um, she tried to force me to take she tried to force me to take protonics for the acid reflux and stuff, and I said no because I heard that can cause heart attacks and kill you. And so then she put down anxiety disorder or paranoid schizophrenic or whatever diagnosis is mental health. Excuse me. I thought medical doctors should stick with medical diagnosis, not mental cross over to mental health. So I'm glad I didn't get the prescription refilled. I didn't take the protonics. And shucks, I lost more weight and healed naturally. And I had my own place to live. And I was not begging or panhandling for money. I was trying to look for my own jobs, even gig economy. And I'm pretty sure that without this sleep deprivation, I could have flourished and excelled. without the sleep deprivation and gang stalking. But because I heard about the ideas of diversifying your income and stuff like that. Um, so now it's like I a lady had just like the same lady who told me about Instacart. I'm like, well, I didn't know that there was a non-driving position in just an in-store shopper at Instacart. I wish I would have known that when I was in New Orleans. If I would have known that when I was in New Orleans, I could have been working for Instacart. But now I can't go back to New Orleans because my life might be threatened. Oh, I mean, I don't know if there might be assassination attempts on my life of me speaking the truth. And so much witchcraft and voodoo down there. I mean, the only thing I miss is the food, but I shouldn't miss it because it's kind of food that kills. It can kill. The food can kill you, but it tastes so good, and it's um. I don't even know if there's a way I can make a natural version of red beans and rice without all the added chemicals that can taste just as good. But it's like a lady has suggested that I become a notary. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know about that. That anybody can become a notary. I didn't know that. But one thing, sleep deprivation holding me back from jobs, period. And if I weren't sleep deprived, I could be doing Uber. I mean, I could have worked for Hire Car. I mean, I can got a car from Hire Car. But if I would have had my own place, I could have rented a car through Hertz and got and do these ride sharing or delivery. I prefer delivery more than ride sharing because I don't. All right, I'm coming. A targeted friend is texting me. So it's like my heart at the moment feels the same way it felt, and I'm not on medication. I'm sleep deprived, and my heart feels the same way it used to feel when I was in high school or junior high, and being those, or even college, and being on those psych medications, and just like breathing hard and feeling like you're gonna die and stuff like that. Um, And I remember when I was sleep deprived for 18 days, twice in 2017. That was traumatizing and frightening for me, and I thought I was gonna die. And the 18th day of being sleep deprived in Jefferson, Louisiana, which is part of New Orleans, and I was trying to go to the emergency room, didn't think I could make it to the emergency room getting on the bus, so I had to call the ambulance, and I took the paramedics took forever, and being sleep deprived for 18 days, and then my heart hurting, and then feeling, I mean, my heart actually hurting and feeling like I'm having a heart attack. And then I didn't realize they would hit me with the energy weapons like right here and right here on my left side of my neck or on my heart and make me think I'm having a heart attack. Um, and it would get like really traumatizing and scary. And then it would they would have the street theater, and I didn't know what was going on at the time. And when I would feel the pain, and that made me think I'm having a heart attack and haven't slept in 18 days. I heard you can die, but haven't slept in 18 days, and I can be skinnier and have lost my weight, and still can't get sleep for 18 days, and um and we have the paramedics that make you extra scared, like really scared, and make you feel like your life is in danger, and then you start panicking more. And then I had the paramedics to be like, and then whoa, 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 like the woo, 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 like make you like panic more, make you more scared, like. And so when I was researching like narcissistic abuse and stumbled upon targeted individuals and abuse by proxy, and I was like, this is me. They do that to me. And there was be a point in time when I would either be forced to wake up at exactly 7:39 in the morning, or and I thought, well, wow, what a coincidence. Why am I waking up at exactly 7:39 a.m.? Even when I was in Los Angeles, and or I would wake up exactly. Or that the paramedics, the ambulance would, and I know they had when I was living in Jefferson, I know they had the hospital down the street, but it's like the paramedics would put on their sirens at exactly 7:39 a.m. Even whether they woke me up or not, I would wake up at exactly 7:39 a.m. So I don't think 7:39. Well, adding up like 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 9 is 19. I don't think that's a occult ritual or evil numbers, but maybe 7. But 7 is occult and evil, and so is 9, and I guess 3. Those different numbers. So um, what's that called with the numbers and the occult and stuff that they use. Um, so like you know how they have like occult ritual sacrifice ritual dates and numbers like 9 and 11, 7 and stuff like that. So they say that the number 11 is more evil. That's why 9/11 happened, the ritual. And so I think sometimes 8 can be evil too. So um it's like that lady suggested I become a notary, and I'm like, wow, I wish I would have known about this suggestion long ago, because I didn't know anybody can become one. And it's like I'm like, with me being sleep deprived, I can't think properly, and I feel lack of oxygen to my heart and my brain, and breathing extra hard, even if I was skinnier. And I'm like, I don't want people to think, oh, you're just making excuses and you're just lazy and you want everything handed out over you to a, over. They'd be like, you want everybody to agree with you, and you want everybody, you want like, yeah, that's what the narcissistic abusers like the gay brother Mark, and that Jerry Dykes lady. Her real name is Thelma Reed from Separation Torture Mission in Los Angeles, Union Rescue Mission. Like the gay brother Mark, he tried to tell me. Now he the one who like to use and take advantage of my money and stuff. But then he be like, you want everybody to agree with you, and you want everything free. So that's not true. But when I question like why we have to pay to stay in a shelter, and we're forced to eat pork and corn, and they treat us like we're in prison and stuff like that, and then that that abusive bully named Thelma, who I call Jerry Dykes, freaking hardcore Butch Man Dyke with a Jerry curl, talking about you want everything handed over to you for free. You want everything handed over to you on a silver platter for free, and that's just not gonna happen. You want everybody to agree with you. I'm like, well, wow, if she has no connection to the gay brother Mark, how could she say the exact same thing? You want everybody to agree with you, and you want everything handed to you or on a silver platter for free, and that's not going to happen. I never said that. I'm just asking, like, why do we have to pay to stay in a shelter and then get such poor quality treatment, and they treat us like punished prisoners or something with no rights, and all these rules and punishment or whatever, and they take your money, and then like we didn't deserve this, and then they give you nothing but pork and corn, and that's all I was trying to ask. she attacked me and for asking such questions. Um, so it's not about wanting anything for free because I was looking for jobs in Los Angeles, and it seemed like, well, all the jobs that they directed me to were jobs that were in Skid Row. It's like they wanted to trap me down in Skid Row and forced me to worship Skid Row, and they didn't want me in shelters. They wanted to throw me out on cold on the streets as a punishment, and hoping I would live on the streets in Skid Row. And that's the closest to hell I ever been to, besides being in jail for overnight. So I wish people understand how torturous and how hard it is to be sleep deprived and not be able to be functioning. But when I was in Los Angeles, it seemed like as if they wanted like as if, and when I was living in LA, they seemed like they only wanted to try to direct me to jobs that were in Skid Row for the homeless, druggies, or felons. Or that's what they were directed to me to. And I have a bachelor's degree, and I tried even to apply for those jobs, and it seemed like those jobs, weren't directed at people towards me, only for prison felons and hard labor and stuff, only for men. So I mean, even in other places, I even tried to go to Goodwill by where David Jane was working at, and Goodwill even thought they were too good to hire. Goodwill didn't even want to hire me. Um, Voc Rehab. It's like a lady scolded me in Los Angeles. She scolded me so bad for not being on medication, and so she refused to help me. And I've told y'all what happened with the Voc Rehab here in Pensacola when I tried to go there last July and August. So it's like, where do I go? I've tried Voc Rehab. They won't let me work full time like I would want to, and they had the manipulated fake mental health thing where they were just doing nothing, trying to provoke me to anger, and then they try to force me to do all this ungodly stuff, and I got away from them. So it seemed like this whole system is a trap. But I wouldn't mind being a notary or whatever. But it's like with taking a test and stuff like that, I have to be well rested, um, and be functional and normal and can't make mistakes. And it's like I was working last year being days of sleep deprived. Um, and then they would get mad at me and punish me for unintentionally falling asleep at work with a few, and then they would get mad as, yeah, we're sleeping, like as if I did it on purpose. And I'm going to look into trying to at least look into the notary job opportunity. I didn't know anybody could become one. Somebody. So I'm gonna. I mean, at least look into it and read up on it. But I like. I'm just afraid that what if I make a mistake and with this legal bonding or whatever, and me being non-functional and stuff, and you know I would love, I wouldn't mind working for Instacart, but as I said, they don't have Instacart here, and I wouldn't mind doing, something. I mean, I said care.com. They try to scam me because you have to pay a membership fee and stuff. And Rover, you have to have experience already with dogs, and WAG, you have to already have experience. And they had this man who was a cab driver, and I don't know if I don't want to accuse him of making false promises, but he said the lady never got back to him. Um, when he said that he tried to help me get a caregiver job, and I never heard back from him, but I didn't want to call him up and pester him or anything like that. But it's like I've tried Next Rep in 2018, and they just straight flat out denied me, um rejected my application. I was bitter and angry with some of the work from home or work at home jobs. So excuse me. It's like I think that the notary thing might be kind of challenging, but I need I remember when I don't remember what the agency or company was, but I had the packaging materials for teaching English as a foreign language, like teaching English as a foreign language, and it was like a decent $140 something, and they sent me the materials and the testing and stuff like that, and that was when the foster mom did what she did with setting me up to have to be forced to leave and then go to New York. That's a different story because I'm short on time because I'm not on my phone. I mean, I'm not on the computer. I'm on my phone because I didn't want to talk a hole in y'all head and spend so much time. So that's why I'm doing it on my phone, doing a shorter video. Um, so that maybe y'all can be more receptive and listen and have some people have shorter attention spans. So I respect that. So I'm trying to do a shorter video. So I mean, if I would have remembered the name of that company of ESL, and it was like a legit company that sent, I paid $140 and they sent me the materials, and I could have had a job doing ESL. But you know that even if it weren't for sleep deprivation, you know that the perps do things to block us. So what if I try to do a notary job, and they give me the runaround and try to block me from succeeding at becoming a notary? So y'all got to think about that too. Before y'all think, oh, she's just lazy and making excuses and don't want to work. As I said, another targeted individual said that when he goes to try to drive for Uber, they turn his app off. It's messed up. And then those same people who block us from working and make you sleep deprived, and they think you're slow and retarded and stuff. They think you're on drugs. They try to block you from working, and then taunt and harass and blame you, and you know that you're innocent. But I'm gonna at least attempt to try with the notary job. And today it's like I can't take any testing or anything like that. My God, I'm gonna be, I'm forced right now. With today's the ultimate last day for me to go and do laundry. I don't mind, but laundry is a simple task for me. With me doing it my cheap, easy way of doing laundry. So I'm gonna do laundry today. I was supposed to have done laundry like 4 or 5 days ago, but I know how to stretch my clothes and save my money with the laundry. Um, so today's the ultimate day. I promise. I gotta go like 8 o'clock when they open. I gotta do laundry, and even a simple task like that, the person will try to block you, from going to do your laundry, and then they'll try to blame you and condemn you and say, she's lazy and she just sit around, lay in bed all day, or sit around the house all day. When y'all met force us like this, and we want to be functional and work. So I hope I can get a nap at least, or get some sleep and get some rest, because I didn't get to rest last night. Didn't get to sleep last night, and it's not fair. I'm robbed. So thanks for listening to me ramble on, and I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from and what my suffering is, and other people too, what our suffering is. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the help and support. I love y'all, and bye.